All right, welcome back to Jammin' Sports for our third and final game of our triple header here tonight. Next up, the San Diego Chargers and the Denver Broncos. The Chargers come in at 5-4, the Broncos at 4-5. The Chargers one game behind the Seahawks in the AFC West, and the Broncos are 2 games back. AFC West is tight. All 5 teams are within 2 games of each other. So this is a big game in the AFC Western Division. All right, let's see. Gotta check something out here. Okay, it's not raining. It's a nice day in Denver, actually. Let's take a look at the standings. Evil Dead is now 73-55, 18 games over 500. We'll see who he takes in this one. Misty is now 53-53. And actually, let's see. Yeah, she's at 500. Gracie's at 53-54. And she is 1 game under 500. We'll see who they pick. Gracie's got the Chargers in this one. Misty has the Broncos in this one. We'll see who Evil Dead has. Penn and Getty, he's at 0-2. He's missed both games here today. All right, if you're watching on YouTube, please follow, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell as we head out to Denver, Colorado for this one. Chargers, Broncos, here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome into Mile High Stadium, Denver, Colorado. It's the Chargers and the Broncos. Welcome in to another NFL broadcast here at Jammin' Sports. The Chargers at 5-4, the Broncos at 4-5. Evil Dead's going with the lightning bolts on this one. And the Broncos will kick off. Penn and Getty's got the Chargers in this one too. There's the kick. The Chargers get the ball first from the 4-yard line. Broadway brings it out over the 25. Terrence Broadway in his 3rd year at a VMI. Out to the 29-yard line, and that's where the Chargers will have it, 1st and 10. Their quarterback is Steven Gardner in his 8th year out of Houston. Gardner was on the Giants for 7 seasons, and he was a free agent, and he went to the Chargers during the offseason. First and 10, Chargers will have it at their own 29-yard line. Nice day in Denver, a bit on the cool side. 48 degrees at kickoff, but bright sunny skies. 1st and 10. 3 to the near side. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner hands off to Lattimore. We've seen a Lattimore brother in each game today. This is Marcus Lattimore out to the 35, a gain of 6. Jackie Pierce, the linebacker, on the tackle in his 3rd year out of Notre Dame. Marcus Lattimore, the 5th year back out of Tulsa. These 2 teams played earlier in the season. They played in week 2 in San Diego. Chargers won that game 37-34. The rematch here today. On 2nd and 4, Gardner to Lattimore picks up the 1st down. 6 yards out to the 41-yard line. 1st down, Chargers. Our 3rd and final game of our triple header tonight. Parker Cameron on the tackle. The 9th year defensive back out of Oklahoma State. Chargers at 5-4, the Broncos at 4-5. The Seahawks are 6-3. They lead the division. Chargers are 1 game back. Broncos 2 games back. 1st and 10 from their own 41. Gardner under center. And the Broncos jump. Number 96. That's Dante Manning, the 7th-year defensive end out of UCLA. It'll be 1st and 5 for the Chargers now at their own 46-yard line. Penn and Getty, Evil Dead, and Gracie all took the Chargers. Misty took the Broncos in this one. First and 5 for San Diego at their own 46-yard line. Everybody in tight. Gardner under center. Gardner hands off to Landrum this time, and Landrum picks up 3 to the 49-yard line. Jack Landrum, the rookie out of North Carolina. Here's the Charger offense. Up front, Speaks, Myers, Pounder, Kennedy, and Williams. And then it's George, Fields, Lattimore, Roush, and Randolph. It'll be 2nd and 3 for the Chargers after the 2-yard run to the 49-yard line. Chargers come out. Single back, Gardner under center. Gardner hands off to Lattimore, gets the first down into Bronco territory, all the way down to the 39-yard line. A gain of 12 for Marcus Lattimore. First down, Chargers. Six minutes left in the first quarter. Still the opening drive of the ball game. The Chargers have worked it down to the Bronco 39-yard line. They come out 4 wide. Gardner in the gun. Gardner fakes the handoff. Gardner looking, throws deep down the sideline. He's got a man. George, one-handed catch. Touchdown, Chargers. A 39-yard touchdown catch by Jacoby George, the 3rd-year receiver out of Miami. A one-handed catch. Watch this right here. As he beat the coverage down the sideline, and the Chargers strike first and get a touchdown on their opening drive to take a 6-0 lead. Chargers made that look easy. And now the extra point by Tyler Hines. Kick is up. And it's good. Chargers lead at 7-0. 5:46 left to play here in the first quarter. Live from Mile High Stadium, Denver, Colorado, Week 10. Here at Jammin' Sports, where it's the game that matters. Our next football game will be tomorrow night when we get in from softball. I don't have a hard time on that yet. But it will be the Raiders and the Seahawks. And then we'll wrap up week number 10 on Tuesday with a doubleheader at 8 o'clock Eastern time, our normal time. And that'll be the Buccaneers and the Lions, followed by the Vikings and the Falcons. There's the kickoff by Hines. 2 yards deep. Manning brings it out. And Manning out to the 29-yard line. Mike Manning, the rookie out of Boston College. And the Broncos are led by Kyle Adams, the 6th-year quarterback out of Oklahoma State, who they picked up in the supplemental draft from the Cardinals when they disbanded the Cardinals. $5:42 left to play here in the first quarter. Chargers up 7-0. This would be Denver's opening possession. As the Broncos come out, Kyle Adams under center. Adams, play action, looking, rolls out, and Adams now will take off, and he picks up 3 to the 32-yard line. Let's take a look at the Denver offense. Up front, Andre, Sparks, Barton, Fitzgerald, and Elliott. And then it's DeCarva, Miles, Lattimore, Vaughn, and Cruz. A gain of 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6 for the Broncos at their own 32-yard line. On 2nd down, the Broncos come out. 4 receivers set wide. Adams in the shotgun. Adams draws back, throws, caught by Cruz down the sideline. Colt Cruz picks up 17 to the 49. And that'll be a Bronco first down. Colt Cruz, the 12th year receiver out of Texas. All 12 seasons with the Broncos. He's one of the long shot players from Madden 18. Coming up on 5 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. 1st and 10 Denver. Broncos come out in the offset eye. Adams under center. Adams to Miles. And Miles will lose a yard to the 48-yard line. We bring up 2nd and 11. Odell Briggs, the linebacker in his 9th year out of Wisconsin, on the tackle. And that'll bring up 2nd and 11. We have 2 Lattimore brothers in this one. We got Perry Lattimore on the Broncos in his 8th year out of Appalachian State, and Marcus Lattimore on the Chargers in his 5th year out of Tulsa. 4 wide, 2nd and 11. Adams under center. Adams hands off to Lattimore, and Perry Lattimore is going to lose 2 back to the 46-yard line. Making the tackle, number 30, Cody Savage, 3rd year safety out of Oregon. Broncos going in the wrong direction. It'll be 3rd and 13 now. Chargers lead at 7-0. This is Denver's opening drive. And they face a 3rd and 13 from their own 46-yard line. 4 wide for the Broncos. Adams in the shotgun. 3rd and 13. Adams back. He's going to throw it deep downfield. He's got a man. Restrepo can't hold on. Breaking up the pass at the last second, James Granger, the 11th year safety out of Texas. Xavier Restrepo nearly had himself a touchdown in his 3rd year out of Miami. Back to punt. Sam Beasley gets the punt away. And that's going to fall out of bounds. Actually goes into the end zone. Touchback. And the Chargers will have it 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Up 7-0. So the Chargers get a touchdown on their opening drive, but the Broncos have to punt. 3:45 left in the first quarter. As the Charger offense is back out onto the field. On 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Chargers can make it a 2-scoring game early with any type of score on this drive. Gardner under center. Gardner fakes the handoff, throws, dumps it off to Lattimore, and Marcus Lattimore out to the 24-yard line. Let's take a look at the Bronco defense. They play a 3-4. Manning, Fuller, and Maxwell up front. Linebackers, Spencer, Pierce, Walker, and Bullock. And the secondary, Cameron, Battle, Benjamin, and Laws. A gain of 4 and first down. It'll be 2nd and 6 for the Chargers at their own 24-yard line. Chargers come out 4 wide on 2nd down. Gardner in the gun. Gardner hands off to Lattimore, and Lattimore picks up the first down. 7 yards out to the 31-yard line. First down, San Diego. Superchargers. Tackle was made by number 28, Connor Andrews, the rookie out of Texas. Defensive back. 1st and 10 for the Chargers now. Everybody in tight. Gardner under center. Gardner hands off to Landrum, and Landrum goes nowhere. In fact, Landrum's going to lose 2 yards. Dante Manning got in there and made the tackle. The 7th-year defensive end out of UCLA. Jack Landrum, the rookie out of North Carolina, will lose 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 12 for the Chargers at their own 29. 2:26 and counting in the first quarter. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner back, throws, dumps it off to Lattimore. Picks up 4 to the 33-yard line. Make it a 3-yard gain. Tackle that time made by number 98. That's DeMonte Capehart in his 3rd year out of Clemson. 3rd and 9 for the Chargers now at their own 33-yard line. As we're coming up on 2 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Chargers up 7-0. 4 wide for the Chargers. Gardner in the shotgun. 3rd and 9. Gardner back. Throws near side. Caught by Jacoby George. Out to the 44. Gain of 11. And that'll be a San Diego first down. 140 in counting. Kendall Battle on the tackle. 10th year safety out of Boise State. First and 10 from the 44-yard line. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner draws back. Throws, caught by Tate. No, he dropped it. The ball was punched out of there by Parker Cameron, the defensive back. Deon Tate, the intended receiver, in his 9th year out of Vanderbilt. 2nd and 10 for the Chargers at their own 44. 5 wide, empty backfield. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner looks, steps up, throws near side. Tate makes the catch, rolls out of bounds at the 49. A gain of 7. And that'll bring up 3rd and 3. .116 left to play in the first quarter. Chargers at the Bronco 49-yard line. They face a 3rd and 3. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner back. Gardner looking. He's got all day, but protection breaks down. He takes a sack back at the 43-yard line. That'll be a loss of 8 yards. The sack was made by David Fuller, the 9th year defensive tackle out of San Jose State. And that's going to bring up 4th down for the Chargers. Kicking Uncle's in the house. Good to see you, Kicking. We're in our 3rd game today. The Panthers upset the Saints earlier, and the game that just ended before this one, the Packers defeated the Colts. Those 2 games are on YouTube now. Mark Erickson back to punt, gets the punt away. And that's going to fall into the end zone, touchback. And that's where Denver will take over at their own 20-yard line. 37 seconds left here in the first quarter. Chargers up 7-0. So Kickin' Uncle in the house, along with Evil Dead, Penaghetti, and Sports Davis. Misty's here on your Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. First and 10, Broncos now from the 20-yard line. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Adams in the shotgun. Adams Hands off to Lattimore. And Lattimore makes a nice move. And Perry Lattimore out to the 30-yard line. A gain of 9. Just shy of the marker. Be second in inches. We're down to 23 seconds left here in the first quarter. There should be time for one more play. Second in inches for the Broncos at their own 30-yard line. Denver comes out. Everybody in tight. Adams under center.
Come on, let's go.
Adams, play action. Throws, dumps it off to Miles. And Miles pushes forward and gets to the 34. At the end of one, Chargers lead it 7-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Mile High Stadium, Denver, Colorado. We go to the second quarter. Chargers lead the Broncos 7-0. It'll be 1st and 10 for Denver. It was a 4-yard gain by Lee Miles, the fourth-year back out of Auburn, for the first half. Yeah, I kind of get that feeling too, kicking uncle. In the offset eye, 1st and 10. Adams under center. Cruz in motion. Adams looking. Dumps it off to Cruz. Picks up 3 to the 37-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 7. Odell Briggs, the linebacker, on the tackle in his 9th year out of Wisconsin. Denver on the move here in the second quarter, trailing 7-0. .40 and counting here in the second quarter. Broncos come out, 3 to the far side. Adams in the shotgun. Adams hands off to Lattimore, and Perry Lattimore out to the 47-yard line. That'll be a gain of 10, and that'll be a Bronco first down. Perry Lattimore, the second eldest of the 4 Lattimore brothers, in his 8th year out of Appalachian State. Odell Briggs came over and made the tackle. First down, Broncos at their own 47. Trying to tie it up. Adams under center, everybody in tight. 1st and 10. Adams to Miles this time, and Lee Miles inside the Charger 40 down to the 36-yard line. A gain of 17 yards for Lee Miles. Yep, EA, the Evil Empire. First down, Broncos. Denver down to the Charger 36-yard line, 6:40 and counting in the half. Denver trying to tie things up, 4 wide. Adams in the gun. Adams, play action. Adams rolls out, and Adams is going to run for it, and he slides at the 27-yard line. That'll be a gain of 8 yards. It'll be 2nd and 2. Clock continues to move here in the second quarter. Who do these teams play next week? Denver next week will play the Raiders at home, and the Chargers next week will be at Kansas City. 2nd and 2 from the 27. Adams under center. Adams to Miles, and Lee Miles picks up another first down inside the 10. Miles still on his feet all the way down to the 2-yard line. A 25-yard run by Lee Miles, and he's the backup And he's having a great half so far. First and goal, Denver at the 2-yard line. Lee Miles just bulldozing over everybody. Finally getting him down, number 28. That's Tom Willis, the fourth-year defensive back out of Baylor. Second and goal, or first and goal, Denver at the 2-yard line. Broncos trying to tie this one up. In the I formation, Adams under center.
Here we go.
Adams to Miles, touchdown Broncos. A 2-yard touchdown run by Lee Miles. And Denver is an extra point away from tying this one up. Misty took Denver in this one. I agree, kicking uncle. I love my PS5. It is superior to the Xbox. Misty says she loves her Wii. I'll tell you what, I'm addicted to Wii bowling. If that's on, I'm playing. Braden Oliver for the extra point. The kick is up. And it's good. We're tied at 7. 5:29 left to play here in the first half. Live from Mile High Stadium, Denver, Colorado. Week 10 here at Jammin' Sports. $5:29 left to play here in the first half. Plenty of time for the Chargers to retaliate. Sam Beasley will kick off for the Broncos. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. Kicking Uncle's here. Pet and Getty's here. Misty's here. I think Davis is here too. If I left you out, speak up. I said you. There's the kickoff. At least I said it. From the 2-yard line, Fields over the 20, 25. Fields gets outside and ran out of bounds at the 42-yard line. A nice return. I'm looking for him on my roster. Marcus Fields, the second-year back out of Stephen F. Austin. A nice return all the way out to the 42-yard line. Chargers great field position. 5:23 left in a tie ball game here in the second quarter. On a bright and sunny but cool afternoon in Denver, at the foot of the Rocky Mountains, the Mile High City at 5,280 feet in elevation. First and 10 from the 42. Gardner under center. Gardner hands off to Landrum, and Landrum across midfield. Jack Landrum all the way out to the 36-yard line. 22 yards for Landrum. The rookie out of North Carolina. Parker Cameron, the defensive back, finally made the tackle. But it's a first down for San Diego at the Denver 36-yard line. Chargers won the first meeting back in week 2 in San Diego, 37-35. The rematch here today. That was a wild game back in week 2. I remember it. First and 10. Gardner under center. Gardner looking, throws, and Randolph, Aaron Randolph, a 5-yard gain to the 31-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 5. Randolph, the third-year receiver out of Maryland. The Chargers have worked it down to the Denver 31-yard line. I appreciate it, Davis. On 2nd and 5, 5 wide, empty backfield. Gardner in the gun. Gardner looks, throws down the middle, and diving catch by Aaron Randolph down to the 17, again at 14 yards. And that'll be another Charger first down. First down, San Diego. Coming up on 4 minutes left in the half in a tie ball game. The Chargers are in field goal range. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Gardner in the gun. 1st and 10. Gardner looking. Shovel pass to Lattimore. He caught it, but he's going to lose 2 yards as Jeff Benjamin came up and Jackie Pierce made the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 12. Jackie Pierce, the third-year linebacker out of Notre Dame, and Jeff Benjamin, the 7th-year safety out of Ohio State. AFC West battle here today. 3:37 and counting. 2nd and 12 from the 19-yard line. You never are, Davis. 4 wide. Gardner in the gun. Gardner back. Gardner throws. Caught by Roush. The ageless wonder, Jim Roush, down to the 10-yard line. A gain of 9. That's going to bring up 3rd and 3. Jim Roush in his 18th year out of Navy at 45 years old playing tight end. That's the definition of macho. Playing tight end at a high level in the NFL when you're 45. 3rd and 3 from the 10-yard line. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner looking. Gardner throws to the end zone. Caught by Jacoby George. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. This one from 10 yards out. And the Chargers go up 13-7. Chargers retake the lead. The 3rd-year receiver out of the University of Miami. And now Tyler Hines will come on. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Chargers lead it 14-7, 2:52 left to play. Here in the first half, we're live from Mile High Stadium, Denver, Colorado, Week 10. Here at Jammin' Sports. The Chargers at 5-4, the Broncos at 4-5. Earlier this evening, it was the Panthers over the Saints by a score of 24-14. And then the game right before this one, the Packers beat the Colts 34-17. Both those games are on YouTube now. Let's see, Misty, let's see. The first game you took the Panthers. You got that one right. And Misty, the second game you took the Colts. You lost that one. You're 1-1 today. Some people are just genetic freaks and they can play a long time. There's the kick. From the 5-yard line, DeCarva over the 20, 25, and Samson DeCarva out to the 25-yard line. The 7th-year receiver out of Missouri. 1st and 10 from the 25. So the Broncos find themselves down by 7 with 2:48 left in the half. Denver will start from their own 25. Let's see if they can tie things up going into halftime. On first down, 4 wide, Adams in the gun.
Come on, let's go.
Adams hands off to Lattimore. And Lattimore back to the line of scrimmage. That's Perry Lattimore this time. No gain, it'll be 2nd and 10. Gore on the tackle. Thomas Gore in his 3rd year out of Georgia Tech. 2.5 minutes left. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning here in the first half. Adams in the shotgun on 2nd and 10. Adams to Perry Lattimore, and Lattimore is going to lose 3 yards back to the 22-yard line. Bolton on the tackle, Bobby Bolton. In his 9th year out of Memphis, the linebacker. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 13 for the Broncos. Will they get the playoff in time? I don't know. as we hit the 2-minute warning. Chargers up 14-7 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Mile High Stadium, Denver, Colorado. Week 10 here at Jammin' Sports. The Chargers lead the Broncos 14-7. It'll be 3rd and 13 for the Broncos at their own 22-yard line. So a big third down coming up for Denver if they want to try to tie this game up going into halftime. Broncos come out in the offset eye. Adams under center. Adams hands off to Lattimore around the outside. And Perry Lattimore is not going to make the first down. Only gains 2 yards to the 24-yard line. Chargers take a timeout to conserve time. It'll be 4th and 11. Sam Beasley will come in to punt, the 7th-year punter out of Missouri. Chargers now with a chance to make it a 2-score game going into halftime. Beasley back to punt for the Broncos. Gets the punt away. From the 24-yard line, Fields brings it back over the 35. And Fields to the 39-yard line. Marcus Fields in his second year out of Stephen F. Austin. Some Charger highlights. Jacoby George. That was the 73-yard touchdown, and this was the 10-yard touchdown. .145 left in the half. 1st and 10 for the Chargers at their own 39. Some pretty good field position here. Any type of score makes it a 2-score game going into halftime. Five wide. Gardner in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Gardner looking. Gardner throws. A flag is down as the pass is incomplete. They were looking for Aaron Randolph. Holding on the Chargers. Broncos will accept, I believe. Yep, they'll back him up. It'll be 1st and 20 back at the 29-yard line. .141 left to play in the half. 1st and 20 from the 29. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner looking, throws, caught by Randolph, breaks a tackle, and Aaron Randolph out to the 40-yard line, a gain of 11. Jackie Pierce, the linebacker, on the tackle. Randolph, the 3rd-year receiver out of Maryland. And that'll be a first down. Oh, actually, no. They said it. It's a gain of 11. Should be 2nd and 9. Yep. All right. 119 and counting. Chargers up 14-7. Gardner in the gun. Gardner looking. Gardner still looking. Throws down the middle. Caught by Jim Roush. And Roush all the way out to the 35-yard line. That's a 25-yard gain into Bronco territory, and the Chargers take a timeout. With 1:01 left in the half. They have 1 timeout remaining. It'd be a 52-yard field goal from here. Gracie is wandering back in. Say hi, Gracie. Say hi. Say hi. You know it. 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. She gave a thumbs up. 4 wide. Gardner in the gun. Gardner looking. Gardner looking. He's got all day. Boy, he's got all day. Throws deep. Great protection coming back for it. Deon Tate down to the 12-yard line. A gain of 23. First down, Chargers. Down to the Bronco 12. The Chargers have one timeout. 42 seconds and counting. Any type of score here makes it a 2-score game going into halftime. .38 seconds and counting. First and 10. 4 wide. Gardner in the gun. Gardner looking. Gardner rolls out. And Gardner is going to get sacked back at the 18-yard line. A loss of 6 yards. Sack made by Walter Spencer, the 11th-year linebacker out of Oregon. And the Chargers take a timeout with 16 seconds left, their final timeout. Let's see if they kick the field goal now or not. With 16 seconds, they have time to throw to the end zone. But they have to, it has to be to the end zone. It can't be short. I would just go ahead and kick the field goal. Go up by 10. You don't want to leave points on the board. And they are. Tyler Hines, this will be from 35 yards to make it a 10-point game. Kick is up, and it's good. Chargers lead it 17-7 with 13 seconds left. They're booing in Denver here at Mile High Stadium. I can't stand watching the NBA today. I used to love the NBA back when Michael Jordan played. It was a lot more physical. You could hand check back then. People didn't flop all over the place. People didn't travel. They give them like 7 steps now to the bucket. I can't watch that crap. When Jordan played, that was the era. Yeah, LaFlop. I can't stand LeBron. There's the kick. He's such a whiny. From the 4-yard line, Manning brings it back out over the 35. Out to the 28-yard line. I'm sorry. 9 seconds left. On the return there, Mike Manning, the rookie out of Boston College. LeBron James is a whiny bitch. Yes, I said it. I know. But I'm accurate. Evil Dead agrees. 9 seconds left. Broncos in the eye. They're just going to run a play and go to the locker room. Adams hands off to Miles. And Lee Miles out to the 36. And the Broncos actually take a timeout. Again, if it'll be 2nd and 2. 6 seconds left. You watch an NBA game today and compare it to a game when Jordan played, when Barkley played, when Robinson played, when Drexler played. I can go on and on. Isaiah Thomas, Larry Bird. It was a different game. It was a lot better back then. This should be the last play of the half. Broncos lining up for a Hail Mary. Adams in the shotgun. 6 seconds left. Adams back. Looking. He's going to throw it deep. Going for it all into a crowd. Bouncing around. And Morrison picks it up. And we go to halftime. Halftime score. Chargers 17. Broncos 7. Here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Mile High Stadium, Denver, Colorado. We go to the third quarter. Chargers lead the Broncos 17-7. The Chargers at 5-4, one game behind the Seahawks in the AFC West. The Broncos at 4-5, they're 2 games back. Denver will receive the second half kickoff, down by 10. Mark Erickson will kick off for the Chargers. From the goal line, DeCarver over the 10, 15, 20, and DeCarver brings it out to the 24-yard line. And that's where Denver will take over. 1st and 10, down by 10. Something else that makes Jordan's era better than today is that today it's all 3-pointers and dunks. Nobody has a mid-range shot anymore. Back when Jordan played, there wasn't as many threes, and people still had a mid-range shot. They still played regular offense. I just can't watch the NBA today. 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line in the offset eye. Adams under center. Adams hands off to Miles, and Miles gets hit for a 5-yard loss, making the tackle coming in there. I think it was number 34, James Granger. No, it was number 54, I'm sorry. That's Odell Briggs, the linebacker, on the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 14 back in the 19-yard line. I'll give you my thoughts on baseball here in a second. On 2nd and 14, 4 wide. Adams in the gun. Adams to Lattimore. Around the outside. And Lattimore picks up 4 to the 23-yard line. That's Perry Lattimore. It'll be 3rd and 11. And the tackle was made by Verlin Wells, the 6th-year linebacker out of Oklahoma State. One final thought on basketball. I think one of the best things that you could probably do for NBA basketball, get rid of the 3-point line.
Let's go.
Or make it farther out. 3rd and 11. Lattimore, a swing pass, but he's going to be shy of the marker. Only picks up 3 to the 26-yard line. Wells on the tackle again. It'll be 4th and 7. They'll never get rid of the 3-point line, but I would extend it out some to make 3-pointers harder, so people play the inside game again. Beasley back to punt, gets the punt away. That's no fun to watch. From the 25, Fields on the return, and he brings it out to the 34-yard line. Marcus Fields. Baseball. I don't like the ABS. I don't like it. I don't mind the pitch clock, but I don't like the ABS thing. 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. And if I had my way, if I was Major League Baseball, if I was the Major League Baseball god and I can do whatever I wanted, I'll tell you what I'd do here in a second. 1st and 10. Gardner in the gun.
All right, here we go. Blue Lightning.
Gardner hands off to Lattimore. And Lattimore to the 37-yard line. A gain of 3, it'll be 2nd and 7. If I was the Major League Baseball guru and could do whatever I wanted, I would get rid of interleague play and make it 2 separate leagues again. No, I did not. 2nd and 7, Gardner to Lattimore. And Lattimore out to the 40-yard line, a gain of 3. And that'll bring up 3rd and 4. I like baseball better when there's 2 separate leagues. I don't mind the DH. I'm glad that both teams or both leagues are using the same rules. But it made the World Series more special. I don't like interleague play at all. 3rd and 4 from the 40-yard line. Gardner in the gun. Gardner looking. Gardner throws deep. Caught by Roush, the ageless wonder. Touchdown. A 60-yard touchdown catch by Jim Roush, the 18th year tight end out of Navy. 45 years young, And the Chargers are now pulling away from the Broncos. They're up 23-7. They're up by 16. The extra point will make this a 3-possession lead. I don't like interleague play. I didn't like it to begin with. It was a gimmick. I'd rather see more of the rivalry games, like the Giants, Dodgers, Yankees, Red Sox, Cubs, Cardinals. That's what made baseball great. Tyler Hines for the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. The Chargers lead it 24-7. Yep, the Braves are the closest Major League team to me. And then Cincinnati and St. Louis are the next two. At the Atlanta's only like a 5-hour drive. It's not that bad. Cincinnati's only about a 6-hour drive. .25 left to play. In the third quarter, Chargers up by 17 now, a 3-possession lead for the Chargers. Not particularly. They're okay. I don't dislike them. Let's put it that way. There's the kickoff from the goal line. Manning on the return of the 15, 20, 25. And Mike Manning brings it out to the 27-yard line. Braves are okay. Maybe a 4-hour drive if you really pushed it. Well, Knoxville, if I go to watch a UT game, it's a 2.5-hour drive. Tennessee is freaking long. It's not very wide, but it's long. It's a long state. Memphis to Bristol, that takes like forever. 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Adams to Lattimore. And Perry Lattimore out to the 34-yard line, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. I like the University of Tennessee football and baseball and everything. I follow it. But my favorite two Major League Baseball teams are the Cardinals and the Reds. I've always been a National League guy. I like the National League better than the American League. I don't dislike the American League. I just like the National League better. 2nd and 3 from the 34-yard line. 4 wide. Adams under center. Adams to Lattimore. Picks up the first down. Out to the 42-yard line. A gain of 8. First down, Broncos. When I was growing up, I liked the Cincinnati Reds, the big red machine. The Reds had some great teams in the 70s. That 77 Reds team that swept the Yankees in the World Series, one of the best teams ever. I like the Cubs. I like the White Sox better, though. And then in the 80s, I was a big Cardinals fan when Ozzie Smith was there and everybody. 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Adams in the gun. Adams looking, throws, and caught by Xavier Restrepo down to the Charger 41-yard line. A 17-yard gain into Charger territory. Restrepo in his 3rd year out of Miami. I can't stand the Yankees. When I lived in New York, I was a Mets fan. I only lived a few blocks from Shea the 2 years I lived in New York City. Used to go to Met games all the time. 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. I love the Mets. Adams throws and incomplete. I was so happy when the Mets won the series in '86 over the Red Sox. I feel badly for Bill Buckner, but still, I'm glad the Mets won. Oh, yeah, the 86 Mets. That was a great lineup. You look at who's on that team. My goodness. That was a great team. 2nd and 10 from the 41. Adams in the gun.
Come on, let's go.
Broncos on the move, down by 17. Lattimore inside the 40. And Perry Lattimore down to the 34-yard line, a gain of 7. It'll be 3rd and 3. I like the Dodgers. I think my 3 favorite teams it'd be in this order. Cardinals, Reds, Dodgers. Those are my 3 favorite teams. When I was at Edwards Air Force Base, I went to a lot of Dodger games. I absolutely love Dodger Stadium. 3rd and 3 from the 34-yard line. Adams in the gun.
Let's go.
Adams to Lattimore. And Lattimore to the 33-yard line, only a yard. And the Broncos face a 4th and 2 at the Charger 33-yard line. A field goal would make this a 2-possession game. I've never really cared for the Blue Jays. Really didn't like them much. And the Broncos will try a field goal. Braden Oliver, this will be from 50 to make it a 2-possession game. Snap, kick is up, and no good. Chargers remain on top, 24-7. They're booing in Denver again, with 2:50 left in the 3rd quarter. The 1979 Pittsburgh Pirates, how can you not love that team? Got Willie Stargell on there, Dave Parker. I mean, just a great lineup. Chargers will take over, up by 17, with 2:50 left in the 3rd quarter. They'll start in great field position at their own 40-yard line. 24-7, Chargers lead the Broncos. Chargers have dominated Denver here today so far. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Gardner in the shotgun, 1st and 10.
39. Green, 39.
Gardner to Lattimore. And Lattimore to the 42. A gain of 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8. Dante Manning on the tackle. Cowboys are going to be crap this season, and they always are. I hate the Cowboy fan base. 2nd and 8 from the 42-yard line.
Here we go.
Gardner in the gun. Gardner looking. Gardner throws deep and incomplete. Looking for Jacoby George. It was broken up by Kendall Battle. It'll be 3rd and 8. I love the Cowboys in the 70s when Tom Landry was there and Roger Staubach. But once Jerry Jones took over, I couldn't stand him. Plus, a lot of women who will say the Cowboys are their favorite team can't name a single Cowboys player. On 3rd and 8, Gardner looking. Throws deep downfield, and it's incomplete. Broken up that time by Connor Andrews, the rookie out of Texas. Jim Roush, the intended receiver. It'll be 4th down, and the Chargers will have to punt. Mark Erickson will come on to punt. Trivia question for you. I'll give you after this. Erickson back to punt. Gets the punt away. And it goes into the end zone. Touchback. And the Broncos will have it 1st and 10 from their own 20. All right, here's today's trivia question. We're talking about real-life NFL. Name the 4 NFL teams that are undefeated in Super Bowl play. There's only 4 NFL teams that have never lost a Super Bowl. Can you name them? First and 10 from the 20-yard line. Broncos will come out. Still down by 3 scores. Adams under center. to Lattimore. And Lattimore out to the 25-yard line. Again, a 5, a 2nd and 5. No, the Dolphins are 2-3 in Super Bowl play. Evil Dead's got it. Jets, Ravens, Bucks, and Saints. You got it. The Jets are 1-0, the Ravens 2-0, the Bucks 2-0, and the Saints 1-0. Those are the only 4 teams that have never lost a Super Bowl. Now, they haven't been to many. 6 total. On 2nd and 5, Lattimore up the middle and gets the first down, and Lattimore out to the 40-yard line and gain of 15. And that'll be first down for the Chargers, or for the Broncos, I'm sorry. We have an injury timeout on the play. As Perry Lattimore will go to the sideline. 1:31 left to play in the third quarter. Chargers up 24-7. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Broncos at the 40-yard line. The Dolphins have the 2nd hardest strength of schedule this season. I don't anticipate Miami doing anything. I'm a long-suffering Dolphin fan. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. 1:31 left. Here in the third quarter. Chargers up by 17. 1st and 10 Broncos. Adams under center, single back. Adams to Miles. And Lee Miles to the 40-yard line. No gain. It'll be 2nd and 10. Yeah, they got a new quarterback. We'll see how that goes. Emmanuel Sparks on the tackle, the 2nd-year defensive tackle out of Washington. Down to 1:10 left in the third quarter. 2nd and 10 Denver, 4 wide, single back. Adams in the gun. Adams to Gable. And Gable to the 41-yard line, just a yard. That's Benjamin Gable, the 3rd-year back out of Oregon State. It'll be 3rd and 9 for the 41-yard line for the Broncos. As we're down to 45 seconds left. Four wide. Adams in the shotgun, 3rd and 9. Adams back. Adams throws. And incomplete. It'll be 4th down. They were looking for Sampson to carve him. Incomplete. It'll be 4th and 9 for Denver. They'll punt. Sam Beasley back to punt. Beasley gets the punt away. And that will be deposited at the 2-yard line. Nice punt by Sam Beasley in his 7th year out of Missouri. Chargers will have it 1st and 10 for the 2-yard line. Chargers still lead it 24-7. Here late in the third quarter, a 17-point, 2-possession lead for the San Diego Chargers with 23 seconds left in the third quarter. Aaron Rodgers just needs to retire. I'm getting tired of him. He's the Steeler quarterback from last season. 1st and 10 for the 2-yard line. Gardner under center. Gardner hands off to Lattimore, and Marcus Lattimore out to the 12-yard line, a gain of 10, and that'll be a Charger first down. And that might have been the last play of the third quarter. The tackle was made by Walter Spencer. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Chargers up 24-7 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Mile High Stadium, Denver, Colorado. We go to the fourth quarter. The Chargers in control here by 17, up 24-7. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Chargers at their own 12-yard line. Broncos defense trying to get a stop and get the ball back. On 1st and 10, Gardner under center. Hands off to Lattimore around the outside, and Marcus Lattimore gets the corner, gets the first down out to the 25. A gain of 14, and that'll be another San Diego first down. Cat just walked across my keyboard. Lost my mouse. Trying to get it back. Where's that mouse key? There it is. I found it. On 1st and 10, Landrum out to the 35. A gain of 9. It's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Didn't get it. Well, I was hoping for an exciting game here, but it's not the case. It looks like all 3 of our games today are going to be decided by 2 possessions or more. 2nd and 1 for the Chargers at their own 35-yard line. Gardner fakes the handoff, throws, caught by Jacoby George out to the 41, a gain of 6. And that'll be a first down for the Chargers. This is our last football game of the night. We'll be back tomorrow night. We'll be back tomorrow night about 9:30 or 10 o'clock, somewhere between 9:30 and 10 Eastern, with the Raiders and the Seahawks. I have a softball game on the radio. Region tournament semifinal game between Gordonsville and Red Bowling Springs. When that game's over, after I eat, I'll come on and do the Raiders and the Seahawks. 1st and 10, Gardner to Lattimore. And Lattimore to the 45, a gain of 4 yards. We'll have the Raiders and the Seahawks tomorrow night between 9:30 and 10 Eastern. And then we'll wrap up Week 10 on Tuesday with a doubleheader. It'll be the Buccaneers and the Lions, and that'll be followed by the Vikings and the Falcons. And that will start at 8 o'clock Eastern on Tuesday. 2nd and 6 from the 45. Chargers come out in the eye. Gardner under center. Gardner to Landrum. And Landrum gets bowled over at the 44-yard line. Loss of a yard. It'll be 3rd and 7. Jackie Pierce came in, made the tackle. The Chargers are going to be 6 and 4. They'll be a half game behind the Seahawks. And the Broncos are going to fall to 4 and 6. Third and 7 for the Chargers at their own 44-yard line. Gardner under center. Gardner fakes the handoff, throws, and Lattimore can't hold on. That was broken up by Jackie Pierce, the linebacker. It'll be 4th down. The Chargers will punt with 4:49 left. I noticed that too. He's using an older handle there. Erickson gets the punt away. And that's going to drop inside the 10 and be down to the 6-yard line. And that's where Denver will start. 1st and 10, down by 17. What's on your other account? Gotcha. Broncos down by 17. Kyle Adams comes back out. 4:42 left. And Denver will start from their own 6-yard line. Evil Dead, are you causing trouble again? He's in timeout, Misty says. 1st and 10 for the Broncos. Adams under center. Adams looking. Adams throws outside, caught by Vaughn. A 3-yard gain. Zach Vaughn, the third-year tight end out of Oregon State. Make it a 4-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 6 from the 9-yard line. Coming over to make the tackle, number 23. That's Darius Banks, the 11th year defensive back out of Oregon State. It'll be 2nd and 6 from the 9-yard line. Adams in the shotgun. Adams looking, throws, caught by DeCarva, and Samson DeCarva out to the 14-yard line. That'll be a gain of 4 yards. Will bring up 3rd and 2. Thomas Gore on the tackle for the Chargers. Clock continues to move. 4:18 and counting. Denver comes out. 5 wide empty backfield. Adams in the shotgun on 3rd and 2. Adams looking. Throws near side. Incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down. If Denver punts here, they're conceding the game. Will they bring in Sam Beasley? Yep. Beasley comes in to punt. Gets the punt away. From the 32-yard line, Fields brings it back across midfield. A nice return by Marcus Fields to the Denver 43-yard line. 3:53 left to play. Chargers up by 17. Chargers have pretty much dominated this game. The first time they played, it was a lot closer than this. 37-35, the Chargers won. It looks like the Chargers will get the season sweep on the Broncos. That'll put the Broncos in last place in the AFC West at the moment. In the offset eye, Gardner to Landrum. And Jack Landrum brings it out to the 35, a gain of 8. Make it a gain of 9, it'll be 2nd and 1. Three and a half minutes left. Gardner in the shotgun on 2nd and 1. Hands off to Lattimore. And Marcus Lattimore picks up the first down to the 31-yard line. A gain of 4. And now the Chargers can eat up more time. Jeff Benjamin came up, made the tackle. Chargers will stay on the road. They'll play at Kansas City next week. The Broncos will host the Raiders next week. First and 10, Chargers at the Bronco 31-yard line. Gardner hands off to Lattimore up the middle, and Lattimore down to the 20-yard line, a gain of 11. He's closing in on 100 yards on the day. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning. Will they get the playoff in time? I don't think so. 2-minute warning. Chargers up 24-7 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Mile High Stadium, Denver, Colorado. The Chargers are in control here, leading Denver 24-7. First and 10 for the Chargers at the Bronco 20-yard line. Chargers are just going to try to wrap this up. I doubt the Broncos will take a timeout. They're down by 17. In the I formation, Gardner under center. Gardner hands off to Landrum up the middle. And Jack Landrum down to the 14, a gain of 6. Make it a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Tackle made by number 72, Adam Walker, the rookie linebacker out of Baylor. It'll be 2nd and 5 at the 14-yard line. Down to 1:20 left. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Gardner hands off to Lattimore, turns the other way. And Lattimore to the 14-yard line. No gain. It'll be 3rd and 5. Walter Spencer on the tackle, along with Jeff Benjamin, the safety. A minute left. 3rd and 5 from the Denver 14-yard line. Gardner under center. Gardner back, looking, throws, and it's knocked down, incomplete. It'll be 4th down. Knocking the ball down, number 72, the linebacker again, Adam Walker. And now the Chargers will come out and kick a field goal. Tyler Hines will come on out. You'll put the Chargers up by 20. 31 seconds left. This will be a 31-yard field goal attempt by Tyler Hines in his 6th year out of Syracuse from 31 yards. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Chargers lead at 27-7 with 28 seconds left. And they're booing in Denver again. It has not been a good outing for the Broncos here today. Yep, they did. Pretty much from start to finish. The Broncos did get a touchdown, but that's it. 28 seconds left. Mark Erickson will kick off for San Diego. Chargers go to 6-4. There'll be a half game behind the Seahawks. Seahawks play the Raiders tomorrow night. There's the kick. DeCarva from the 3-yard line over the 20-25. And Samson DeCarva brings it out to the 32-yard line. Yep, Penningetty got his first win this season. He's 1-2 on the day. Well, let's look at the standings here. Misty got this one wrong. She's now 53-54. One game under. Misty and Gracie hanging out around 500. Gracie got the game right. She's 54-54. And Evil Dead got this game right. Evil Dead is now 74-55. 19 games up.
Come on, let's go. Try it 38.
Adams on 1st and 10 throws, gets it out to DeCarva. 7 yards out to the 39. The Broncos actually taking a timeout, down by 20 with 18 seconds left. Okay. A gain of 8. Darius Banks on the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 2. Broncos just playing for pride right now. It'll be 2nd and 2 from the 39-yard line. Broncos come out, 4 wide, single back. Adams in the gun.
Let's go. Try it 38. Try it 38.
Adams draws back, throws down the middle, caught by Perry Lattimore out to the 47. The Broncos take another timeout. With 13 seconds left, that'll be a 1st down. Broncos will have it at their own 47-yard line. Again, tomorrow night we'll be back sometime between 9:30 and 10 Eastern. I will definitely get the Raiders-Seahawk game in. I need to get it in, so I only have 2 games left on Tuesday. 1st and 10, 5 wide. Adams in the shotgun.
Here we go. What?
Empty backfield.
What?
Adams looking. Adams throws, caught by Restrepo, turns upfield, breaking tackles, and gets out to the 38-yard line. The Denver Broncos take their final timeout. That was a gain of 15 altogether. And now with 3 seconds left, the Broncos have it at the Charger 38-yard line. This next play should be the final play of the game. A convincing win for the Chargers. Broncos come out 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Adams in the shotgun. Adams drops back. Adams looking, throws deep to the end zone, into a crowd, bouncing around. Incomplete. Ball game. Your final score, the Chargers 27, the Broncos 7. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. We'll see you tomorrow night. Good night, everybody.